Hey guys, this is Noxilence, and as I'm writing the script, I just finished watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Like most of the people who heard about the movie's announcement, I was kind of hesitant about whether or not I want to watch it. However, just like everyone else, once the official trailers came out, I started thinking that maybe the movie wouldn't be so bad after all. Now that I've had a chance to watch the movie, I thought that I might as well review it, despite me having to put a video I'm already working on the back burner for this. So before I start regretting this, let's talk about the movie. Don't worry, there won't be any major spoilers. A few small details here or there, but nothing that will ruin the movie for you if you plan on going. Now to summarize the movie, Mario and Luigi are plumbers from Brooklyn. They come across a pipe that leads them to the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi gets kidnapped by Bowser and it's up to Mario to rescue him. The overall plot for the movie is rather simple, which is fine, it doesn't dull the experience of the movie at all. What really makes the movie great is the journey of Mario going to rescue Luigi, because on the way, you get to see so much of the world. You get to see the different characters, game mechanics, and environments from both mainline and spin-off Mario games. It genuinely feels like there was a lot of time, thought, and effort put into making the movie feel like a Mario movie. Yes, I know. That should be obvious considering it's called the Super Mario Bros. Movie. But after the many times that video games were horribly adapted into movies or TV shows, can you really blame me for giving kudos to a movie that actually respects the source material? Side note, speaking of source material, another fun thing the Mario movie did was reference a few old school Nintendo properties. I'm not gonna say what games were referenced for obvious reasons, but I will say that I thought they were implemented pretty well. Back to the topic of the movie's writing, although the movie was aimed at younger audiences, it didn't feel like it was written solely for kids. The dialogue was written well, and from what I remember, it didn't use any kind of phrases or slang that might date the movie. The same thing could be said about the jokes as well. Although more often than not the humor is aimed at kids and teenagers, there are some jokes that adults can find funny as well. The character interactions in this movie are also written pretty well. Mario and Luigi's brotherly bond and Mario and Peach's friendship with one another are one of the highlights of this film, as well as Mario's rivalry with Donkey Kong and Bowser's one-sided love for Peach. The way that the characters are portrayed are mostly on par with their video game counterparts. Mario seeks adventure and never gives up on himself. Luigi is cowardly but brave when he needs to be. Toad is helpful and loyal to his friends, and Bowser is goofy, villainous, and obsessed with marrying Princess Peach. Peach herself, however, is portrayed mostly different than how she is in the games. While most portrayals of Peach make her out to be a sweet and ladylike damsel in distress, the movie portrays her as adventurous, sassy, and energetic like Daisy. I'm kind of on the fence on how I feel about this because on one hand, I feel like Peach is taken away from Daisy's character. On the other hand, it's not like this has been the first time that Peach has been portrayed this way. Super Princess Peach and the ending of Super Mario Odyssey being good examples of this. I guess in the end, I didn't mind this portrayal of Peach, but I would prefer it if they kept their character more in line with how she's normally characterized. Now let's talk about the voice acting in this movie. Now I know that many of us wanted for the voice actors from the games to reprise their roles for the cast, but the actor portrayals for this movie were honestly very good. Except Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong. I don't know why he was cast when he only voices characters using his own voice, which surprisingly enough, doesn't fit a raging gorilla very well. Coming back to what I was originally talking about, I thought that almost all the voices of the characters fit very well. Yes, even Chris Pratt's Mario. I was honestly nervous that I would have to listen to Chris Pratt's voice coming out of Mario's mouth for an hour and a half, but his Mario voice was actually pretty good. So much so that I was able to forget for the whole movie that he was voicing Mario. But it wasn't just Chris Pratt that was able to do that. Charlie Day as Luigi, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, Jack Black as Bowser, everyone, well almost everyone, was able to make the voices of their characters their own. Finally, I want to talk about the soundtrack for the movie. It was mostly good. There are a few songs from either the 80s and or 90s that were used that didn't really fit. Why they felt the need to use a song like I Need a Hero in a movie about Mario, I will never know. However, the movie did use a lot of the music from the games, and that was when the soundtrack was at its best. Shocker, I know. Overall, the Super Mario Bros. Movie was a great movie that did a fantastic job of honoring and respecting the Mario franchise while also telling its own story. If you're a Mario fan, long-time or casual, then you should definitely check it out. Trust me, you'll have a great time. You should also stick around past the credits. There's an after credit scene I don't think you want to miss. If you aren't a Mario fan, but you want to watch a fun popcorn movie by yourself or with some friends, then you should still come check it out. It may not have the deepest plot, but it's still worth watching. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video and you want to show support, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter and Odysee. Have a good night guys, and until next time, lights out.